Curious about luxury living here in the Denver metro area? Well, you're in luck because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you 5 luxury neighborhoods or cities, and we're going to talk about the similarities and the differences between all 5 of them. And I'm sure if you're looking for luxury living, that one of these neighborhoods has something for you. Now, I'm Kathy Hansen, a local area realtor, and I'm also a suburban mom. Now, I've raised all 3 of my kids in the Denver metro suburbs, and I've been in real estate sales for 10 years now, and I'm a full-time realtor. And I would love to help you with any of your real estate needs. Now, as we're going along today, do me a favor. If you find this content valuable and helpful and useful to you, would you go ahead and hit that like button? It helps other people to discover this information, people who might be looking for it just like you. And then 2, honestly, it helps out my channel. So if you can do me a favor, do me a solid, go ahead and hit that like button. I would sure appreciate it. So I'm gonna show you a map of the general area where all of these neighborhoods are located so you can see where they are in relation to some of the highlights of the Denver metro area. So today we are gonna check out Cherry Creek, which is in Denver. We're gonna check out Willow Springs, which is in Morrison, Colorado. We'll check out the Backcountry neighborhood, which is in Highlands Ranch. And then we're gonna look at Cherry Hills Village and Greenwood Village, which are 2 cities in the metro area. Now, all of these neighborhoods and cities are in the South Denver metro area. And I'm gonna show you the map, and then I'm gonna pull up the MLS so you can take a look at some homes in those areas so you can get an idea of the look and feel of what the neighborhood and cities feel like. Okay, so here we are on the map, and you'll see these red dots are the neighborhoods we're gonna check out today. This here is Cherry Creek. Over here is Willow Springs. Down here is Backcountry. We have Greenwood Village here and Cherry Hills Village right here. So all of these you can see in relation. The only one that's located in the city of Denver is Cherry Creek. Downtown Denver is right about here on the map where the little cursor is. So you can see in relation where they all sit. Now these outlier ones here, to get to downtown Denver, you're probably talking about, 20, 30 minutes, depending on 20 minutes from here, probably 25 from here, maybe 30 to 35 from down here. Now you can also see our airport. The international airport is out this way. So to get to there from probably the farthest points would be Willow Springs and Backcountry. You're looking at about a 50-minute drive to get out to the airport. It's going to be a little bit shorter from these spots here, probably looking at about a 35-minute to 40-minute drive out to our international airport. And then the last thing that people want to know is, how do you get to the mountains? Well, you take I-70 all the way out that way to the mountains. You're about an 1.5 to 2-hour drive from like Vail and Breckenridge. So that gives you an idea of where these neighborhoods sit amongst the city. So let's zoom in here. Now this red dot here, this is the Cherry Creek neighborhood, and it kind of goes right in this area here. Cherry Creek Shopping Center is right here. In Cherry Creek Shopping Center, that's where you're going to have all of your luxury high-end shopping like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Tiffany's. All of those shops are here in the Cherry Creek Shopping Center. Just north of the Cherry Creek Shopping Center, though, is tons of shopping, very, very walkable area right here. Now you've got boutique shops, you have specialty stores, you have some really great restaurants and coffee shops all located right here in this area as well. So these homes that are all located right through here, just a couple blocks away from that very walkable Cherry Creek spot. Now, if you don't live in Cherry Creek, it is a fun place to go shopping and hang out and have lunch for the day. It is rather quite cool. And the neighborhood to live there is magnificent. So you have high-end homes, you have luxury townhomes in this neighborhood, all walkable to the Cherry Creek Mall and to that downtown Cherry Creek center area. So a lot of these homes, well, they have alley parking, meaning the garages are behind the homes, and in order to get to the garage, you have to go through the alley. A lot of them do not have driveways. There are some that do, but a lot of them do not have driveways, and so parking is an issue. Now there are parking that is parking by permits, so you'll get a permit from the city and county of Denver, but the thing is, you all know, I know that people don't read the signs, and many times people will park there when they don't have a permit or they are not supposed to park there. And the Denver City and County, well, they will ticket people. So if you have visitors over, you just want to make sure that they have that visitor parking permit in their car as well. So the one downfall there is the parking, especially if they're doing some construction or if they have an event going on like the Cherry Creek Arts Festival, it brings people from all over the metro area and parking just gets very difficult there. Okay, so I jumped over to the MLS because I want to show you a sample house in each of the neighborhoods that we're going to go see. Now this one in Cherry Creek, it's currently listed at $5.8 million, $5,849,000 to be exact. It is 9,400 square feet total. That does include the basement square footage. So it's about 5,600 the main floor and upstairs, about 3,700 in the basement. This one's 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and it's got a 3-car attached garage. Sits on an 8,100 square foot lot. So there's just a little quick sample of Cherry Creek, Now the average selling price of a home in Cherry Creek in May of 2023 was $1.4 million, which seems a little low to me, but again, that's the average. But that's what my stats are showing me, $1.4 million. Now over 2023, I took the monthly average selling price, and in Cherry Creek, that ranged from 1.3 to 2.5 million. So there's a little idea of what Cherry Creek looks like. Now the next spot that we're going to go to is Willow Springs, and this is in Morrison, Colorado. It's this red dot here, and let me see if I can zoom in some. So you'll see you're on the west side of C-470. This is our major highway that runs all the way around, but this neighborhood couldn't be any farther from Cherry Creek. And I don't mean distance-wise, I mean the feel of the neighborhood. You'll see it looks, even on the map, it looks a little more rural, let's say, as opposed to all of this over here on this side of the map. Now you get to Willow Springs through this street here, and it's a gorgeous, beautiful drive. Let's see if I can pull you in a little bit more. It's a gorgeous, beautiful drive. Now this Walmart Supercenter is on the other side of the freeway. Also right here, North Ranch at Ken Carroll, you get there through this street down here. That's also some luxury living as well. But what I like about these two neighborhoods is you feel like you're away from it all. So if you want luxury living, but don't want to feel like you're right on top of your neighbor or you're right inside the city, you want to feel like you go on this gorgeous drive to get to your home and you just feel like you're away from the city life, Willow Springs might be the spot for you. It is gorgeous up there. Now these homes are farther out. They've got a little more land with them. They're spaced out much further than Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek, they're right next door to each other. Here in Willow Springs, you'll also get lots of wildlife through there. You're really close to Red Rocks Country Club, which is right here, this part of the map, Red Rocks Country Club. But you can see you are right into town. So you're literally about a 10-minute drive and you're into town. You're at grocery stores, which are right here. You can get to Bear Creek Lake Park very quickly. Local high schools are about a 10 or 15-minute drive as well away from Willow Springs. Okay, so I jumped over to the MLS to show you a property here in Willow Springs. And you can see what I mean. It feels very different than the Cherry Creek property that I just showed you. Now I'm going to go backwards a little bit just so you can see what I mean. So again, a lot of these homes do not have fences around. You get a lot of wildlife through here from the foothills. There's an overlook of what it looks like there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see right up here, this is downtown Denver. So it doesn't look like a super clear day there, but on a clear day, you can probably see it from lots of homes up in Willow Springs. So this home here, just to give you an idea, this home is currently listed at $2.5 million. It's 5,500 square feet total. That does include the basement footage also. So it's about 2,755 on the main floor, 2,755 in the basement. This home was built in 2006. It's got a 3-car attached garage and it sits on a 14,000 square foot lot. So it's about a third of an acre. And I'm just gonna go through these so you can kind of check out the house. And we'll get to some more of those views in the back. This one's got an awesome wine cellar, awesome fireplace there in the basement. See-through it looks like to the backyard too. Basement bar area. There's a sneak peek of the wine cellar. And then right back out to that backyard. Simply gorgeous. Very different feel than Cherry Creek. Now here in Willow Springs, the average selling price of a home in May of 2023, that was $2.3 million. And the monthly average for all of 2023, so each month, they ranged from $1 million to $2.3 million here in Willow Springs. Again, this is located in Morrison, Colorado. Now, these next two cities that we're going to talk about, they're right here, these two red dots, and this is Cherry Hills Village and Greenwood Village. Now, both of these cities, they butt right next to each other, and they are both known for luxury living in both of these areas. They're also known for equestrian living. So both of these areas have lots of properties that have equestrian facilities right on the properties, meaning riding rings and stables and all of those kind of things. If you're not interested in having horses right on your property, well, there are equestrian facilities located right within these communities. Now, Cherry Hills Village is much smaller than Greenwood Village in size and in population. We get some of our huge sports stars that live right there in Cherry Hills Village, like Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. So a few things to note, I'm going to try to zoom in here. A few things to note about both of these places. Let's see if I can find it for you. There's Cherry Hills Village, there's Greenwood Village. If you fly private a lot or you have your own private plane or jet and that is part of your lifestyle, then one of these two communities might be best or a best fit for you, because right over here, just south Dove Valley, that's where the Broncos practice. And so that's kind of fun. If you go there in August and watch the Broncos at their training facility, you get a couple days to do it. But right about here is the Centennial Airport, and that is our private airport where private planes and jets fly in and out of. So if that is a part of your lifestyle, one of these two communities might be a good fit for you. And then you'll also see how close they are. This shows you the Denver Marriott, but the Tech Center is right here as well. And the Tech Center, that is like a business hub for international and national businesses are all located. A lot of them are located right there in the Tech Center. So if that's also a part of your lifestyle, then one of these two communities, again, could be a good fit for you. Now, Greenwood Village has some higher end, semi-custom, like tract home feel neighborhoods with HOAs, with community pools, that kind of thing. Not all of Greenwood Village is high-end luxury living, but they are high-end tract home living in Greenwood Village as well, and then some of the luxury living also. So when we talk about what the average selling price in Greenwood Village, you've got to remember that that covers all of the price points located within that city. Now, this home in Greenwood Village, I'm showing you this straight from the MLS, is currently listed at $4.99 million. Now, this home here, you can see there's lots of open space, green space all around the home. You get a lot of that in Greenwood Village. But as I mentioned earlier, there are tract home types in Greenwood Village as well. So let's just take a look at this one so you can see kind of what this 4.99 buys you in Greenwood Village. This home is 9,400 square feet. And that is the main floor and upstairs, including the basement. It's about 6,000 main floor up, 3,300 in the finished basement. This one is 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and it has 4-car garage. This one has a 4-car attached garage, and it sits on a 3,500 square foot lot. So that's about 0.81 of an acre. So you can see it's absolutely gorgeous. 4.99. Now, the average selling price in Greenwood Village in May was $2 million. The monthly average selling price of all of 2023 in Greenwood Village, well, that varied from $1.5 to $2 million. Greenwood Village, I did a whole video about it too, so I am going to link that so that you can see that video. Once you're done with this one, go check out that one all about living in Greenwood Village too. Okay, here we are on the MLS in Cherry Hills Village. Now, this home here is currently listed at $5,599,000. This home is 12,000 square feet, 12,400. It has 7,800 square feet on the main floor and upstairs, and about 4,500 square feet in the basement. This home is 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms, and it has a 4-car attached garage. Now, this home sits on a 1.04 acre property, so it sits on a big property. And this should give you a good idea of Cherry Hills Village living. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now stick around because I'm going to show you one of the most expensive homes. I think it is the most expensive home listed in Cherry Hills Village right now at $28 million. So we're going to go to that one next. But let's get through this one so you can see what living is like in Cherry Hills Village. Okay, this is the second home in Cherry Hills Village, and this one is listed at $28,888,888. So eights must be their lucky number. This home is spectacular. It was built in 2022, so you'll see it has a very modern feel to it. It's 13,800 square feet. It includes 4,300 in the basement and about 9,500 on the main floor and upstairs. This home is 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It sits on 14 acres. 14 acres. And it has, believe it has 6-car garage. So again, this is ultra high-end luxury at $28 million. And I just wanted to show it to you so you can see this ultra high-end luxury. Again, Cherry Hills Village, you get the likes of Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. Those are the people that are living here in Cherry Hills Village. Very exclusive area. Now, the average selling price in Cherry Hills Village in May of 2023 was $6.4 million. And the monthly average for all the different months through 2023 ranges from $3.6 million to $6.4 million. So you can see this is the probably highest end neighborhood that I'm showing you. And again, with homes like $28 million, well, once this sells, that's going to skew those monthly numbers, of course. But just to give you an idea here, Cherry Hills Village. And now this last community I'm going to show you is located here in Highlands Ranch. It's on the southern part of the Denver metro area, and it is called Backcountry. Now, Backcountry is a newer gated community. This community was built, I would say, the last 7 to 9 years, 5 to 10 years, somewhere in that range. Now, some of these homes in Backcountry, especially here on the south side, you'll see they have some amazing views of the mountains, but also of just green open space down here. Now, Backcountry has lots of luxury homes in there, but they also have higher end tract homes. So if you're looking for a community with an HOA, with a community pool and a clubhouse and the HOA rules and the tract homes, then Backcountry might be for you. Now, the low-end homes in Backcountry are in the $700,000 to $800,000, and they range all the way up in price to the one I'm going to show you at $6 million. And there are tons of outdoor activities here in Backcountry because you're surrounded. You can see on the map here all this open space. There are so many trails and paths for mountain bikes, biking, hiking, walking, running, all of those things. And actually, all of Highlands Ranch is filled with trails for those kind of things. Now let's jump on over to the MLS so you can take a look at this $6 million home that I'm about to show you. Okay, so here we are in the MLS at this home listed in Highlands Ranch at $6 million. Now this home again in Backcountry, which is in the south part of Highlands Ranch. This home is 8,100 square feet. That does include the basement square footage, 5,400 square feet main floor up. Check out those double height ceilings. And it has about 2,700 square feet finished in the basement. This one has that new modern feel. It was built in 2022. This home is 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. It has a 4-car attached garage, and it sits on just over 3/4 of an acre at 0.84. So this neighborhood, there are luxury or higher end tract homes in here. And then you've got this ultra luxury living here at the top of Backcountry. So this home listed at $6 million. And our average selling price in Backcountry in May of 2023 was $2.1 million. And again, that's the average. Now the monthly average selling price between in all of 2023, so each month it varied from 1.2 to $2.1 million. But check out this gorgeous modern luxury living in Highlands Ranch. Okay, so I forgot to tell you when I was showing you Backcountry that I also did a video all about the west side of Highlands Ranch, and it included Backcountry. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that above so you can check out that video as well. Now, I hope you liked this tour of some luxury living communities here in the Denver metro area. These communities are all very different, have a very different feel from each other, and obviously located in different parts of our metro area. I hope you found it beneficial, And if you're interested at all in looking at some of these homes or other homes in these communities that might fit within your budget or what you're looking for, I would love to show those to you. Now, again, I have been a full-time realtor in the Denver metro area for 10 years, and I would love to help you with your real estate needs. If you found this video beneficial, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It's down below. If you want to see more of my videos, I post a video every Tuesday about living in the Denver metro area and what it's like. And then every other Friday is a new home tour. So if that interests you, please hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified right away when I post a new video. Now that's all that I have for you today. So until I see you next time on the next video, go out there and make today a great one.